وما يذكر إلا أولو الألباب.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Almighty Allah, the entirely merciful and the specially merciful. Because this is the last episode in this series, I would love to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving me this opportunity to share what I have. And I would love to thank the people who work in Al Huda TV because they did a very good job in helping me presenting these episodes in a very smooth and quick manner that saved my time and their time. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward all of them without any exception. In the beginning, as usual, I greet you with the best greeting that is used by Muslims. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, which gives us a straight message, a clear message to everybody that this religion is a religion of peace that works hard to spread peace in this world so that the inhabitants of this planet would enjoy living a better life in this world before they go to, inshallah, to Ad-Dar al-Akhirah, the other life, where they enjoy the enjoyment that never ever ends. So here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this verse, and this is something very good for all Muslims to know and to resist. We live in this world and we are affected, we are tempted to imitate people and to misinterpret things. For example, we see a rich person and we want to imitate him. We want to be as rich as him. We don't put this condition that, oh Allah, I want to be rich as long as being a rich would help me to worship you better. This is the way a Muslim looks at it. So here, because nowadays, yes, you may be affected by some people. Particularly, you may be affected by the dress, the way they talk. I'm here talking about the kuffar, the disbelievers. You may be affected by them. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is advising us by saying these beautiful verses at close to the end of Surah Al Imran, chapter number 3, and this is ayah number 196 until 198. If I have extra time, I will continue until the end, adding two more ayat to this. Bi-idhnillah. Here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم لا يغرنك تقلب الذين كفروا في البلاد متاع قليل ثم مأواهم جهنم وبئس المهاد لكن الذين اتقوا ربهم لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها نزلا من عند الله وما عند الله خير للأبرار. The rough meaning, the rough translation of this, the meaning of this ayat, it says that don't be deceived. Of course, the address is to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and to the Muslim. Don't be deceived by the fluctuation of, by the changes and by the beautiful things that you see that the kuffar are doing. Don't be tempted, but by the way that they are living their way of life. Don't be deceived by that. You may see lots of beautiful things. Yes, they do a lot of good things, but they are missing the most essential thing in their life. The most essential thing is, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in previous ayat, they don't fulfill the purpose of their life. They don't do the command that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked them to do. Remember when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Dhariyat, when he said, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I have not created jinn and humans except for one thing, is worshipping me. So if they are missing this thing, they lose the whole thing. You know this term or this proverb, the people say it. If you miss it, you miss it. If you miss achieving this in your life, you lost everything. You are the biggest loser in this world. That's why Allah warns us not to be deceived by the actions, by the appearance of those kuffar. It's not what you are doing. Remember, yes, they may be enjoying life more than we are enjoying it. But this kind of enjoyment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described it as little. Mata'un qalil, very little enjoyment in this life. Few years, few decades, perhaps few centuries, they enjoy them. Yet this is considered very little. Then after that, what's next? What's after this is what? Their abode, their eternal life will be what? Will be hell fire. Will be staying there forever. And this is the worst abode that a person can live in. So don't be deceived. Don't be distracted from the path that Allah gave you, the right path, the straight path, by imitating them. Don't be affected by the kind of clothes that they are wearing, the kind of enjoyment that they are having. This will perish. This will end. This will gradually fade away. And then you're left what's next? What's the consequence of this? Leaving this enjoyment and staying forever in hellfire. Rather than this, rather than imitating and being deceived by the situation of the kuffar, you should rather focus on what the people who fear Allah, who are conscious of Allah, do. Focus on them and ask yourself, what kind of things that will happen to me when I focus on those people, not those people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that what? You will get as they will get. You will get what? Jannat, paradises with rivers overflowing beneath them. This is just one description, little description of one of the scenes that you will see in paradise. Enjoyment that even you cannot see this in your life. Not only that, you will live in these gardens, in these paradises forever, with no work, with no tiresome, with no hard work, with no hardship in it. You will enjoy this life forever. This is something given to you by Almighty Allah. And what Allah has for those abrar, for those righteous people, is much, much, much better than what you see in this life and the enjoyment that those people have. But here I would like to add the other two ayat because they are very essential, that would tell you how Islam is fair and just to all the people. And here how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the people of the book, that some of them are very good. They have very good quality. And some of the people of the book, they believe in Allah. And they believe in the book that was sent to you, meaning the Quran. And they believe, and they are having khushu'. They are having serenity in their heart for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they don't buy these ayat. They don't sell these ayat for return of money. They say the truth. Those people from Ahl al-Kitab, from the people of the book, from the Christians and the Jews, they will be rewarded by Allah. And remember that Allah always gives the reward very quickly. And then at the end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the believers, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, isbiru, be patient, and have more and extra patience. and always guard and in the way of Allah and fear Allah and be mindful of Him so that you will be successful in the day of judgment. The smart person would not make his focus on this temporary and short life. Rather, the smart person, his focus or her focus would always be on akhirah, where there is endless kinds of enjoyment in paradise. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again and again to make us of those who have their abode in paradise. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be guided all the time. And I love the name of Huda to because the word Huda in Arabic means guidance. We love to be guided. We hear statements, different statements. We select the best of these statements. And the best of these statements is that we need guidance. And we cannot get guidance except from Almighty Allah and His Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And again, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide all people to believe in this great religion so that they will be saved from the torture of hellfire. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Mamdouh Muhammad. And special thanks for TV, Huda TV, and the people who work in it.
وما يذكر إلا